Medical experts say that people should not self-diagnose and prescribe themselves antibiotics, but visit doctors who will assess and recommend medication. This comes at a time when there's a raging flu bug, which has resulted in people self-prescribing antibiotics. Authorities have since assured the nation that the flu is not the return of the dreaded COVID-19. Rational Medicine News focal person in the Ministry of Health and Childcare, Vimbai Chaibra, told ZTN Prime the current wave of flu requires one to use natural remedies and visit a doctor if the flu persists.
Cold or flu is caused by a viral infection, and the medication that you have talked about are antibacterial medication. So they do not work for viral infections. So if a person has got a cold or flu, we recommend that they take in a lot of fluids. They also ensure that they are warm. And also, if it persists, they see their doctor, who then evaluate and see what exactly is causing this infection. And if the doctor does assessments and suspects that there might be a bacterial infection associated together with the viral infection, they might then choose to prescribe antibiotics. So we recommend that if you've got a cold or a flu, start off by ensuring that you take natural remedies, which is a lot of water, a lot of warmth, and then if it persists beyond maybe 3 days, you can see your doctor, who will be able to assess further and recommend appropriate treatment.
Now, Acting Director, Epidemiology and Disease Control in the Ministry, Dr. Isaac Piri, said flu naturally disappears after a certain period and one should visit doctors if it persists. He said the same protocols which were observed during COVID-19 should continue to apply when one catches a cold to minimize the risk of spreading.
It's very important that one knows the signs and symptoms of this common flu, which consists of a headache, a high fever of 38 degrees and above. You have a runny nose, you have sneezing, coughing, which are mild symptoms, and usually they are self-limiting. What we encourage people to do is when you have a common cold, which is not COVID-19, for information, is to take a lot of fluids, to desist from going to crowded areas or being with your loved ones or colleagues so that they don't get the infection. We also encourage people to wear a face mask that we used during COVID-19, for this is a common flu, and also continuously wash hands using water and soap, so that we don't contaminate our environment. Also using sanitizer that we used during COVID-19. But if the symptoms persist for more than 2 weeks, it's very important that one, seek medical advice, go to a nearest health facility and have a healthcare worker look at you, or go to your doctor so that they also check on you to see that you're not developing complications. And complications for a common cold, usually they show with the persistence of the symptoms, shortness of breath, or having an irregular breathing. We urge people then to seek medical attention. But people should know that these common colds, they usually occur in winter, and they are self-limiting. That means that the disease usually goes on its own within a week. But if they persist for more than 2 weeks, please seek medical attention.
Very, very good advice there. I must be honest, if I had flu symptoms for 2 weeks, yeah, I'd be really worried. That's a long time. But the point is that there are a lot of viruses and bugs which are antibiotic resistant. And it just is common sense not to self-medicate. Yeah, you know, a lot of people do it, and surprisingly, and get away with it because they don't really have ill effects. But actually, taking antibiotics, as you heard there from the experts, doesn't fight a virus. In fact, really, I don't think anything really fights a virus. I think viruses are incurable. I think what you need to do is take the vitamins, take whatever medication that's there, particularly over-the-counter medications, treat it like a normal flu, but also be wary of spreading it. I think that is key, and that's why they imply COVID-19 protocols. I know one of our guys, Mugo. I'm sure if you remember Mugo, he used to be on Morning Rush. He got very ill, and I saw he came back to work yesterday, and he's wearing a face mask, and that is the kind of what do you say? That's what people should be doing to try and not infect others.
Konapo, Ipapo pa ZTN Prime, DSTV channel 294, the place to be.